Yo, welcome to the Vibe Provider podcast. I'm your host, Caitlin Friel, and welcome back. Happy Friday, or whatever day you're listening to this. Today's episode is a Disney recap. Your girl got a magic key, which is kind of like a season pass to Disney. So I'd be telling you all about the Disney things. And I actually have a fun update that I did not know I was going to have at Disney that I'm excited to tell you about. So stay tuned. So I guess that means it's time for life update. So I went to Disney. It was super fun. I went with the friends that I got the magic key with. But I'm actually going to Las Vegas this weekend. So by the time this episode goes out, your girl's going to be in Las Vegas. My brother has this sick camper van, and him and his wife are going to go spend some good quality time camping together. And me and Kala are gonna go watch our twin nieces, and they are a blast. They're old enough where they can do all the things. We're just literally there to keep eyes on them, but it's just hanging out with friends because they're so fun. We're planning on going swimming, going to this Thai restaurant, eating the best garlic fried rice of our lives, probably treats, movie nights, mall, all the things. They like shopping, so they are my girls. It's gonna be really fun. I'm actually really excited. When my brother asked me, I was actually still at Disney. Me and Kala are actually gonna drive so we can both go. It's gonna be fun. I just love doing stuff, especially I was actually just thinking how I was like, dude, we gotta go down to Las Vegas. It's so fun to go to my brother's house. So the fact that I thought about that literally a couple days ago, and then now I'm going. So I manifested it on accident, and then it came to fruition. So love that for me. And then we're actually we were going to go camping, but it turned into an Airbnb situation, which is going to be a blast. But my cousin recently moved to Utah, and we've been spending more and more time together, and it's been a freaking blast. She is the one who actually had the 40th birthday and we went to California. So that's the cousin. But her brother and his family are going to be up. And so we're just doing one big mega Airbnb with all the people. And we're going to have boat days. We're going to be on the beach playing, Lake Beach. And then, which is still good. I was just clarifying. Don't you think I'm dogging on it? Because I ain't. So we're going to, be playing at the beach, going on the boat, eating raspberry shakes because that's what Bear Lake's known for. And just probably playing games, spending time with each other. It should be a blast. I'm actually really excited. And looking forward to this. So I was excited to put it in my live update to tell you about. So I will be reporting back soon because that's early June. So I cannot wait. But I have a new hyperfixation, and it's a real one. I really want these so bad. So while I was in California, we went to this surf shop, and there's this brand of sandals called Reef, Reef, and there were these platform slides, and let me tell you, they were cute. I mean, they were cute to me. And they were cushiony, and then I was like, you know what, I should try these on because they look really comfy. I put them on and can confirm they're the most cushiony, comfy sandal I've ever put on my feet, and now I need them. They're called the Reef Cushion Bondi Bay sandal. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. They come in tons of colors. I'm eyeing the blue, but I tried on the black, obviously classic, but they're just so comfy, and I'd be wearing them everywhere. So when I have the $60 to just blow, I'm gonna buy them because I love. But another thing that I am hyperfixated on is mango relight. I've talked about relight on the podcast. I can confirm I'm still all about it. The mango flavor is the best. It's the least salty. Barely, you can barely taste the salt. Oh, for those who don't know, Relight is a hydration drink. They're actually made by Redmond Salt. So it's hydration drinks have a lot of salt in them because it helps you stay hydrated, which is so weird. Why would salt do that? But it does. Anyways, do your research. People always ask, why you gotta drink salt to stay hydrated? You know what? I don't know. So I wish I could tell you. Maybe I'll find out and report back. But anyways, So Relight's a hydration drink. It's super salty. Well, most hydration drinks are salty, but specifically this flavored mango that I love so much is not that salty, and I love the flavor. It tastes like I don't even know, but I put ice in there and a whole next level. But I was walking around Disney, borderline dehydrated all the time. I was still drinking water, but that sun be beating down on me, and I was like, you know what I wish I had? Mango Relight. That's what I wish I had. So I'm never going to make that mistake again. I will be buying right now we just have the little container and you scoop out the powder and put it in your like little shaker bottle. But now I'm going to make sure I have the little packets to take on the go so that never happens to me again. Anyways, that's it for hyperfixation. I will be getting the cute little cushiony Bondi Reef sandals, and I will be going on and ordering the individual packets for Mango Relight because I love. But sometimes I like talking about what I see on my social media for you pages. And I want to report back a few funny things. So, number one, this one's kind of getting phased out, but it was candy salads. Everybody and their dogs were making candy salads. Angerdingus. If that is not ringing any bell to you, I'm so sorry I even brought it up. But he was so cute. It was like a little first or kindergarten or first grade class. And this kid's name was Anderdingus. He was like, I'm Anderdingus and I'm bringing the Sour Patch watermelons. Like, so cute. But specifically, the one that I was like, oh my gosh, we've peaked, is the NFL was making candy salads. Specifically, I think it was the Chargers. And they were like these grown men who are so huge and being like, I brought the the trolleys and dumping it in. But it's so funny because they're like mega millionaires and they're bringing like a little tiny packet of trolleys. And I'm like, where's the big bags? You know what I'm saying? That noise is Kala doing yard work outside, so I do apologize. But thank you, Kala, for mowing the lawn. You a real one. Okay, but the last thing on social media I wanted to tell you guys about was, okay, a little bit directed towards me because I affiliate with that. But normally for me, I'm like, oh, it doesn't matter. I like what I like. Swipe. But I was thinking about it for other things, and I'll explain. So there were these two ladies. They had a podcast, and they were older, you could tell. And they were dogging on Disney adults, which your girl is one. We know it's cool. I'm cool about it. If you dog on a Disney adult, no worries. I'm a cool Disney adult, so it ain't no thing. But they were like, oh my gosh, how could someone be a Disney adult? How embarrassing, da 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 da. No one really cares, and it's not that serious. But your girl got thinking. And I was being judgmental. I will clarify. Your girl was judging. But I was thinking you could look at them and you could see, like, let's just be judgy. They look like they could be, like, from California where they get, like, then this could sound bad. But, like, you could tell they had Botox. You could tell they had, like, filler. You could tell all these things. They were sharp. Their edges were sharp. And so I could assume that like these ladies probably spend a lot of money on bags. Like, why would someone want to spend $10,000 on a purse when you could go on an all-inclusive vacation? Like, it can go all the ways. You could say, why does an adult want to play with Legos? I don't know. Maybe because I'm not even a Lego person, but I could see why someone would want to play Legos as an adult because it's probably a hobby. It probably calms you when you're just tinkering and building things. You get a satisfaction of when it's built and completed. And sometimes it's like two hobbies in one, like building some, like let's say you like Harry Potter and Legos and you got the Harry Potter castle and you be building it. See, I'm trying not to be a hater. If you want to spend your money on a $10,000 bag, pop off, queen or king or whoever, go get your bag. Go get your bag. Or if you want to spend all your money on Legos and be building them and be like doing that while you watch a show or listen to a book, yes, I love that for you. Probably the best two things to do. Cool. They say that, but it's like, hey man, you be dogging on people, but we could be dogging on you. You know what I mean? So I guess, I don't know. I don't want to be super hypocritical, because I guess I was in my last episode. Was like, hey, why are we wearing flats to Europe? You know? But also tell me, like, is it for the fit? Like, are you uncomfortable, but at least you're getting cute pics? IDK. Anyway, so when I saw those like old ladies like dogging on Disney adults, which guilty, I was just like, yo, ladies, we could be doing the same things to all the things you be liking or doing. So it's just weird. People just like can't get behind other people, like, or like people loving Taylor Swift and people just like, I hate Taylor Swift. I don't know why you like her. No, no, no. It's like, hey man, relax. It's not that serious. Anyways, that just got me thinking, you know. Oh, but I did say that was the last thing on social media, and I lied because it's not the last thing on social media. So I'd be sorry for that. Anyways, so let people just like the things they like, and it's not that serious. You know what I'm saying? But okay, finally, the last thing I saw on social media was guys, well, specifically guys making the bed while their partner's still in it. Which happens to me. Claude does that. He zips. So I have a Betty's. And we've talked about Betty's on here before. It's bedding with zippers. So the blanket like zips back on. I'm actually sitting on one if you're watching the YouTube video channel. Anyway, so Kalabi's zipping me up in the Betty's while I'm still sleeping. Anyway, so when I saw that, I was like, relatable. That is me. Getting zipped up in my bed, which is weird to say. Zipped up in your bed. Made in the bed, whatever. Okay, that's my social media. I've been busy at Disney, so I haven't been really on TikTok. So I need to be catching up and seeing what I'm missing. I do love the me who wants to go to Four Seasons in Orlando. Me. I think that's so cute, and I love all the videos being made off of it. So anytime I say me, I be putting my finger in the air because funny. Okay, we've made it to topic time. Disney recap for you guys because it was a blast. First things first, guys. You need to be friends with pilots because they be hooking it up. Your girl got some bennies, some benefits. So we all fly in to Long Beach. I love that airport. So we fly in Sunday, fly in the morning. We Uber to the hotel, get rid of the bags, first thing. And then we Uber to Newport, and yeah, you guessed it, we hit up Bonsai Bowls. It's me, my two friends, Megan and Emily, and then Emily's fiance, Patrick, and Megan's husband, Thomas. So Thomas and Patrick have not tried Bonsai Bowls yet, but can confirm they loved it. So they will be going back. Even Thomas said so himself. He's like, yo, if I ever be flying in around here, I will be going to Bonsai Bowls if I stop along the California coast. So we're in Newport. We walk along the beach. It was such a beautiful day. Honestly, we should have had our swimsuits and sandals on because it was warm. The sun was strong and the water looked awesome. It was packed. So it was fun to see everyone at the beach. I wish we had our beach stuff with us, but we didn't stay long. We ended up walking around. We went to Jack's Surf Shop. That's where I saw the Bondi cushion sandals, and I tried them on, and I can confirm I will be purchasing. I do love. Then we got a slice of pizza that was actually across the street from Bonsai Bowls, and it was really good. So I'm so glad we stopped for a slice. I would go back there again too. I can't remember the name of it though, but it was right next to Handel's Ice Cream or across the street from Bonsai Bowl in Newport. Yeah, and then we just hung out, walked around, and then we Ubered to downtown Disney and we were shopping, we were looking. My friends are all into trading pins and just buying pins like I am. I do be loving spending my money on pins. Especially super niche ones. But Patrick and Emily was trying to like tell Patrick about trading pins. He was like, that doesn't really like sound something I would like to do. So they didn't end up getting trading pins to trade at the park. And so we get there, and at downtown Disney at this pin store, there was a trading board or like a pin board. And we all traded pins, and Patrick was like, oh shoot, yeah, I could be down with this. And so Thomas, his friend, actually was like, hey, here's a pin you can trade. He ended up getting a pin that he really liked, and he was like, okay, yeah, I'm about this. We'll be getting some mystery packs and be trading. So it was so funny. First day, Patrick was like, okay, fine, I get the hype. So it made us all laugh. We were like, okay, cool. So now we can all be looking for pin boards, trading pins, buying pins, all the things. Then after like shopping and looking around in the stores, we went to the Jazz Kitchen, and I'm gonna let you know, you need to be getting the mac and cheese. It's got this like super seasoned chicken. I actually think I talked about it when I talked about my cousin's 40th birthday when we went, because that's where I tried it. Anyway, so I went to the Jazz Kitchen. I got the mac and cheese. It had chicken and broccoli in it, and it is so good. But I didn't look at the price, and it ended up being like $32 for mac and cheese. And I was like, oof. But I didn't look at the price, so I was like getting sides, I was getting drinks. So my dinner bill was a little more stacked than I thought, and I was a little. Sometimes I just like knowing all the things, and so when I didn't really like know what to expect when the bill came, I was like, oof. But the damage was done, so we lived. We continued on. So, yeah, then we just went back to the hotel, and we all just got ready for bed because we had rope drop in the morning. So we woke up Monday and we did Disney California Adventure, and it was a freaking blast. And I want to report that we killed it with the pose on Guardians, which I will post on my social media, the Vibe Provider podcast. We were mean mugging the camera, so it was funny. Then actually, crazy thing, my friend Megan, she does not do crazy, she does roller coasters, but she doesn't do crazy roller coasters. So she's never done Incredicoaster, or before Incredicoaster, it was called California Screamin'. But she never rode it because there's an upside down loop. But your girl Meg got on Incredicoaster and rode it. The first time she did keep her eyes closed, but then she was like ready to ride it again. So she rode it again. Anyways, she be riding all the rides except Goofy's Flight School. She will not ride that ride. She will not. So it was cool. It was cool that Megan got on that ride, because that is a ride that I would not expect people who were not about roller coasters to ride, because, you know, it do be a little crazy. So we were all pumped for her. But we did some things that we don't normally do. We stopped and watched the parade. We did World of Color, which was really awesome. But I did eat the best teriyaki chicken bowl of my life. I was really hungry, though, I will say that. But it used to be called The Wharf, but now I think it's like San Fran Tokyo or something, and it's all like themed for Big Hero 6. Big Hero? It's all themed for Big Hero, and so it was like, I think it was Chinese food, is where I got it, and it was really good. It's just like down from Ghirardelli, to the left. Can't remember what it was called, but it was really good, and now when I go to Disney California Adventure, I will be eating a teriyaki chicken bowl. But fun fact, this is what I was going to tell you guys, is Alyssa Johnson, who I used to work for, which Brock and Boston Mike sell, if that rings a bell. So Alyssa and Dallin and Lena were at Disney with Dallin's family, and so I split up from my group each day I was in Disney and spent an hour or so with them, and it was a blast. I got to meet Lena in person, and oh my gosh, like, you know, she's darling from like seeing her on Alyssa and Dallin's stories and posts, but like meeting her in person, she was just the sweetest baby. Like, she's just a little sweetie. So I met her. She was just like, I can't even describe how special she was. Like, it blew me away meeting her. She's beautiful. Like, I'm not a baby person, but Lena was the prettiest little baby, the sweetest and happiest. And anyways, I just like, I love her, and I can't wait to see I can't wait to see her again. So we rode Incredicoaster. We rode another ride I can't remember. But anyways, it was fun. It was fun spending time with Alyssa and Dallin at Disney and seeing Dallin's family because they are the funnest bunch. And then I met back up with my friends and we did World of Color and rode rides and just closed the park. But the dogs were barking. But we found out the next day, Monday, when we went to Disneyland, that my friend Emily had gotten terrible blisters on her feet. And so that was just a huge bummer. But she's a trooper and must have like the highest pain tolerance because she was going. She was riding the ride, she was walking. But like me, I can like literally not think of anything else when I got blisters on my feet. Like, so I want to give a shout out to my girl. She was killing it. First I didn't know she had blisters. I just thought the dogs were barking, but she was like, yeah, dude, I got blisters on like under every toe on the bottom of my feet and brutal. But she was a trooper. So Disneyland was a blast. We rode Space Mountain. We had breakfast. We were riding. Oh, my friends rode Indiana Jones. Emily and Patrick rode Indiana Jones for the first time, and they were loving it. All my friends are Star Wars people, especially Thomas, Emily, and Patrick. And I want to put an emphasis on Thomas and Patrick. They actually know Emily's up there with them, dude. She loves Star Wars. So they were loving that. It was fun. It was fun to ride the rides with people who like Star Wars. Oh, and fun fact, one of the rides in Star Wars Land, I think it's called Smuggler's Run. You have to fly the ship. And so it was so funny. We had Patrick and Thomas flying the ship, and they're actually pilots in real life. So we were LOLing. It was funny. It was fun to have them fly the ship. Anyways, then we went on Rise of the Resistance. And if you're a big Star Wars person, you would be geeking out on this ride. Like, it's so good. Like, I've never seen Star Wars, and I do love riding that ride. But we kept watching our friend Patrick on the ride because it was his first time. And it was literally so fun to watch someone who loves Star Wars as much as he does ride that ride. We even brought it up like several times throughout the day. Like, dude, watching Patrick ride that ride was like a blast. It's probably like if you have kids and they like see the magic of Disney for the first time. It was like Patrick seeing the magic of Star Wars. So it was cool. Happy that my friend got to ride that. Yeah, and then I met up with Dallin and Alyssa again, and we rode Big Thunder like a bunch of times together. And I got Lena to smile at me while I was filming her, and it was darling. She is so special. I love that little girl. I love Lena. Oh, she's darling. So I got to see them again. I love spending time with Dallin and Alyssa. They are two of the most special people for real. So amazing that our trip lined up and that we were at the same park each day. Like that's really lucky. So, other things about Disney. I need to tell you what I bought. So when I went with my cousin for her 40th birthday, they had these Loungefly blue sequence ears. They were just a really pretty blue color. Blue is my favorite color. And I was like, I didn't want to buy them there because I just didn't want to like be holding things. So I told myself, oh, I'll be back in like a week or two. I will just get the blue ears when I come with my friends. So we get to downtown Disney on Sunday, couldn't find them. We were walking around Disney California Adventure, couldn't find them. But luckily, we found the blue Loungefly ears in the Mad Hatter on Main Street. So I did purchase, and I was really grateful. I thought that I had missed the opportunity and that they just sold out, but I did get them. They're going to match so many things. I can't wait to wear them the next trip I go on. And I also bought a Doug popcorn bucket. I've never bought a popcorn bucket before because I was like, what would I ever use this for? Only people with Magic Keys were allowed to buy the Doug popcorn bucket and the Doug popcorn bucket talks. So I did purchase. What am I going to do with it? I have no clue. I bought it. I'm a Doug lover for life. It's pretty much Petey Bear in a popcorn bucket. and I love, and I packed it home, and we're all good. Where am I going to put it? Good question, but we bought it. So those were like the two things I bought. I did buy like a few pins, nothing crazy though. But those were like my two souvenirs that I got, and then mostly just food and things. Everything adds up, so your money goes pretty quick. But we did get the cheesy garlic pretzel bread, and Thomas was like, yeah, dude, I get the hype behind this. So he was trying to repurchase. It was so yummy. I swear they made it better this time than last time, and even last time it blew our minds because it was so good. It was like more cheesy. It was delicious. If you go to Disney soon, it's at Maurice's Treats, and it's like to the left of the castle. If you're like walking up to the castle, it's to the left, kind of by like the theater. So that's where you purchase the pretzel bread. It was delicious. I'd be thinking about it. But yeah, so just riding rides and just chilling and trading pins. Then Wednesday, we did end up making a reservation in Disney, even though we flew out in the afternoon just to like walk around or whatever. So we slept in and we went to Goofy's Kitchen at Disneyland Hotel, and it's like a character breakfast where you like go and the characters walk around and say hi, and it was a buffet, and I was kind of like I could just hit the park, like I don't need to like go get a fancy breakfast or anything. But we go and I see the things they're serving at the breakfast, and I'm like, oh, this is about to be bomb. And I can confirm the breakfast was bomb. I was so full. I was eating all the things. It was such a yummy. They had yummy things. Like they had the yummiest food. Like it was so good. There were so many options. And so I'm actually so glad that we ended up doing that because it wasn't something I would have reserved or booked for us. So I'm so glad my friends did. We had a blast. We all ate until we were like way too full. And then the bill came and it was pricey, but I actually really liked it. Like I would do it again knowing the price, but so just can tell you that it was good. If you do not like spending your money on food, don't do it. But if you like the experience and like, it's not like food that's like 5-star food, but it was yummy food, just letting you know. But then we ended up going to Disneyland for about an hour or so, and we just bought some pins, traded pins. Did we ride a ride? I don't think we rode rides. Because it was just an hour. It actually went by really quick, and we got a Dole Whip. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys one more thing. So, there were these Pizza Planet trucks for Pixar Fest hidden all over the park and all in the rides. So it was so fun. It felt like a scavenger hunt to be looking for Pizza Planet trucks. Like we saw one on the ride for Pirates. We saw one on the ride for on the ride of Small World. We saw one waiting in the queue for Indiana Jones. We saw one waiting in the queue for Star Tours. So it's fun if you're going during Pixar Fest. Look for Pizza Planet trucks that are camouflaged into like the ride, the park. Like we saw them all over downtown Disney. Anyways, it was a blast to look for them. So that is something fun to do while you wait in lines, while you ride the rides. I will say they're even blended into rocks in rides or around the park. Like it's crazy. They're hard to find sometimes. Sometimes they're easy, sometimes they're hard. Most of them I would say are pretty hard. So that's a fun thing to do while you wait in line or walk through the park. So that was like some of the highlights was finding the Pizza Planet trucks. But that's pretty much it for our Disney recap. It was so fun to go with my friends. Like these two guys are so in love with my friends. It's so cute to see. Like they were all having the best time. These friends of mine were very fun to travel with. So I can't wait to do something again with them soon. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing about the recap. I am always grateful for you guys listening and tuning in to the podcast. I'm grateful for you all. And I hope you have a great weekend or a great week or a great day. I hope you manifest all the fun things in your life, and I hope you plan on having a great summer, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!